It's the things we're all running from that I'm afraid of.
Madeline paused, the weight of Clara's words settling heavily between them. The morning of the storm felt heavy, like the entire world was holding its breath. The wind was subtle at first, more of a whisper than a roar, but it carried a warning with it, tugging at the edges of the town. The sky above had transformed from the usual coastal blue to an oppressive shade of gray, as if it had been scrubbed clean of hope. Clara stood on her porch, squinting at the horizon. Her fingers rested on the wrought iron railing, gripping it as if it might pull her into the storm's path. She had seen hurricanes before, had lived through more than she could count. But this was different. There was a certain stillness to the air, an absence of birds, an absence of movement. She could almost feel the pressure building, like the universe was preparing to exhale in one terrible burst. As she scanned the street, she saw familiar faces in a rush, neighbors running to and fro, collecting supplies, making sure their homes were as fortified as they could manage. There was a strange urgency in the way they moved, an energy in their eyes that spoke of something deeper than just a natural disaster. Clara's gaze fell on the empty house across the street. Her childhood home, abandoned years ago after her parents had passed. It had always been a comforting landmark, a place she could look to for a sense of stability. But today, its empty windows seemed to mock her. She sighed and turned back toward the sound of footsteps crunching on gravel behind her. It was Madeline Porter, hurrying toward her, her face drawn with concern.
"Clara, please don't tell me you're staying,"
Madeline said, her voice cracking with frustration as she reached Clara's side. Madeline's eyes flicked nervously to the sky, then back at Clara, who stood unwaveringly.
I'm staying.
Clara replied quietly, her voice firm but soft.
I've lived here all my life. I can't just leave now, not when.
She stopped, not wanting to finish the sentence. Not wanting to speak the words that had been haunting her all morning. When nothing feels right. Madeline's lips tightened in disbelief.